I'm wondering what in from your perception, what's the difference between positive being, positive thinking, and like wishful thinking?
Ah, that's a great question. Um, Wishful thinking is you're thinking it, but you don't think you can have it,
Hmm.
right?
What?
I'd really like it, but I know it's not going to happen, is the subtext.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Positive thinking, for me in a nutshell, is everything that happens to me, for me, around me. Every conversation, every interaction I have, every situation, every circumstance is an opportunity for me to become more of who I really am. It's also an opportunity for me to become less of who I really am, and we've all done that. Like you handle that well, you don't feel like you did, and then you feel horrible. And so it's about when you feel horrible, then it's like, okay, so what did I learn there? What do I want to do next time? And really looking at every situation as this is an opportunity for me to learn to either, you know, be more of a B or be more of a B, like
Yeah,
who I am.
yeah, yeah. And what about positive being? You had mentioned like shift their way of being to being something more positive. Is that different for you than positive thinking, positive being?
Yeah. Yeah, positive thinking is it's just my mind. Like it's just that part, right? Positive being is being an influence in the world that makes the world better. And we're all wired for that. We all want to leave the world a better place than when we arrived. And so you know, we've all seen people who are talking a good talk, but you go, you know, and I really believe if we each show up as ourselves, as who we really are, as our best selves, that the world works.
Hmm.
And it's about working through the stuff, you know. So I'll give you a quick example. My hopefully a quick example. I know that some of my stories can go on, but my mom used to say to me, "Oh, you're just full of good ideas." And it was a negative, it was a put down, it was like all those things, right? But I have transformed that completely into I am just full of good ideas. And in fact, I make a living with good ideas. Like, thank you, mom. Now I can be upset with her and push against it, which then creates more of the ick.
Hmm.
I can rationalize it with positive thinking and say, well, you know, my mom did the best she could and I accept that. That's positive thinking. Or I can say, you know what? That way of being allowed me to get strong. And so there's really nothing anybody can say about any of my ideas that's going to make me feel less than.
Hmm.
That's the being of it.
Whew, yeah, yeah, and I can
Does it
feel
make
that when
sense?
you say it. It's a
Yeah.
totally different state of being than other that other place. And um, I'm wondering if you feel that differently in your body, if there's a sensation or an experience that comes along with that being. Can you describe that so that if people have had maybe glimmers of it, they can go, oh, that's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, and you know what? It's going to be different for different people. But there's some kind of a feeling that we all have. And I would say, if they're wanting to, if people are wanting to recognize what it is, it's think of a time when everything was clicking for you. And I'm not talking about like your whole life. I'm just talking about a moment in time where everything clicked for you. So, you know, where you felt like seen, heard, appreciated, valued. It might be like lying in the ocean someplace, you know, floating. Like it doesn't have to be like profound. It can just be simple like that. And then whatever the feeling is when you think of that,
Hmm.
whatever happens for you. So if you get goosebumps, if you get an opening of your chest, if you're breathing more deep, I mean, there's some physiological things that happen for all of us. We all breathe more deeply. Our eyes are always brighter. Like there's, you know, there's some things that are just givens, but when you're inside the picture, sometimes it's hard to see it, you
Hmm.
know? So just think to a time where things were really tickety boo for you. And whatever that, when you think of that feeling, whatever that elicits in your body, that's what it is for you.
Right. And so that's that place of positive being. That's that understanding within your body, within the cells of your body. That's what we're aiming for in terms of moving out of a headspace positive thinking and into a real embodied version of positive being where we understand and live more and more in that space.